Hi, I'm Sailor Eric. Just jumped off my bicycle and rode over here to 31st Street Beach and 31st Street Harbor. So I'm overlooking 31st Street Beach behind me, public beach here in Chicago. It's a restaurant and some restroom facilities there. And then if I turn over to this side, you're going to see 31st Street Harbor. 31st Street Harbor is located approximately 3 miles south from downtown Chicago along the lakefront. And it currently hosts the highest level of slip availability in the Chicago harbor system. The harbor is adjacent to the vibrant 31st Street Beach. Show up on a summer weekend and you will find the beach and marina bustling with activity. The marina is within 100 yards of the on-ramp to Lakeshore Drive, so this location is easy to get to by car for cabs or ride shares. The lakefront bike path goes right by the marina, and a Divvy bike share station is a short walk near the Lakeshore Drive on-ramp. There's a convenient pickup and drop-off traffic circle that is shared by 31st Street Beach and the marina. But for marina slip holders, garage and parking access is also available. The harbor was designed with green space in mind, and the main harbor building has green space on top of the roofing. 31st Street Harbor is the newest marina in the Chicago Parks network, built in 2012. It is extremely well organized and updated. The marina can accommodate approximately 1,000 vessels spanning from 35 to 70 feet, but there are spaces for ships up to 200 feet. Slips have power and water. The facility has a fuel dock with pump-out facilities located on the south side of the harbor, which is immediately accessible when entering the harbor with an ample loitering or turnaround channel. The main building holds the harbor master's office, the ship's store, laundry facilities, large and clean key code protected bathroom and shower facilities, and a naturally insulated garage. The harbor also has a playground and pool area for day use with access to a bar and restaurant. There is also a water sports rental facility, which includes access to dayboat rentals, jet skis, kayaks, and paddleboards. There's also a boat launch facility on the southern side of the harbor near the gas dock. All right, I'm out here at the furthest point I can be as a pedestrian on the fairway. And if I turn this way, you can see this rock embankment that is acting as the protection of this harbor. So it's a very well protected harbor. The docks are organized so that the smallest vessels and docks can be found at the north side of the harbor and furthest away from the harbor entrance, while the largest slips will be found on the south side of the marina and closest to the harbor entrance. The main channel runs adjacent to the tall, newly built seawalls running from south to north in an arch, and the width between finger docks is about 1.5 times boat lengths, so narrower spaces between docks on the northern side for smaller vessels and wider spaces for the larger vessels on the south side. The tall rock walls that protect the harbor provide excellent protection against whatever sea state might be found in Lake Michigan. And the narrow entrance channel is designed to keep that sea state out. But this does come at a cost of having a choke point for incoming and outgoing boat traffic with constrained visibility around the corners, given the tall seawalls. The approach to the entrance has markers so that approaching vessels outside of the harbor stay wide enough away from the seawalls to facilitate decent visibility for vessels departing from the harbor. This is the harbor entrance. So we'll take a look at that. You can see it where it opens up. And it's a narrow opening, right? So you got to get through that opening and take care about any other traffic coming in or out. It's kind of like one boat at a time going through there. So you could see where there could easily be a little bit of a jam up if you're not paying attention to what's going on. But the fuel dock is super easy to get to because it's right down this fairway. You just pop into that channel Go down this fairway and you get to the fuel dock. Okay, I'm standing out here in front of the harbor entrance. You can see the rocks that protect it, the rock embankments. McCormick Convention Center is easily identifiable on the lakefront of Lake Michigan, and 31st Street Harbor is located about a mile south of that. Closing in toward the harbor, there is a pedestrian bridge with tall spans that can be seen during the day, but it is especially visible at night when it's lit up. That bridge is lined up almost exactly with the mouth of the harbor entrance and would be a good landmark to use by sight to navigate toward the harbor entrance from the water. So here are some insider tips about 31st Street Harbor for those of you that intend to visit. Many harbors are going to be subject to street noise along the lakefront during summer weekends, but this harbor in particular tends to attract a little more of a party atmosphere than other harbors, so expect a little more noise. The marina quiet hours are not always enforced, so again, expect maybe a little more noise at night than you might want. I wouldn't consider this a very walkable location compared to other marinas. However, this marina does have the advantages of relatively new infrastructure, superb dock protection and organization, ample bathrooms and showers, a fuel dock, a restaurant, and open slips for visitors. This place is highly available. All sorts of Chicago attractions are just a short car ride away from this facility. I want to thank my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. If you've stayed until the end of this video, I would really appreciate it if you would press that like button. That really helps the channel grow. This is Sailor Eric. Thanks for watching.